Yesterday, Trump tweeted that he's instructed the GSA to begin the transition process with the Biden team. The media, unsurprisingly, has tried to twist this into a concession, but the reality is that Trump and his legal team are still very much fighting to prove that the election was stolen. We've got some interesting new developments coming from Lynn Wood, one of Trump's senior attorneys, showing what really happened on election night in Georgia. But before we get into that, this is Political. You're watching our Election 2020 series. Big welcome to everyone joining us today. If you haven't already, please do consider subbing to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you get an alert whenever we release new videos. Hit the like button. Give us a comment down below. I'm particularly interested to hear what people have to say about this new stuff coming out of Georgia. Would love to hear what you think went on down there on election night. But without further ado, I'll hand you over to Connor. What happened, man? Are we still stopping the steal or what? What's going on?
Yeah, of course we are. Of course we are. So we have an article here from one of the only trustworthy sources left, Newsmax, reporting on Trump freeing up those transition funds and they're kind of explaining the decision. We are still stopping the steal. President Donald Trump is vowing to never concede the most corrupt election in American political history, despite the GSA giving the go-ahead to Joe Biden to begin a transition to the White House. Trump's remarks came in the late Monday night tweet. He wrote, "What does the GSA being allowed to preliminarily work with the Dems have to do with continuing to pursue our various cases on what will go down as the most corrupt election in American political history? We're moving full speed ahead. We will never concede to fake ballots and Dominion." And a spokesperson for Dominion said that fraud claims by Trump's legal team were crazy. He denied voting machines were vulnerable to security breaches. Meanwhile, the GSA informed Biden on Monday that his efforts to prepare for a transition could officially begin. The GSA's actions clears the way for Biden and Kamala Harris to get national security briefings. The decision also means they'll have federal funds now and an official office to conduct his transition over the next 2 months. Now, what you have to remember is 21% of Trump voters believe the results are valid. That means 79% believe the election was stolen. Biden still needs to earn his consent to rule, and that's going to be done in the courtrooms and the legal challenges that are still to come, challenges that Trump has every possibility of winning. So it's not a concession of defeat at all. It's Trump yet again putting ahead the needs of the country. Whoever presidents need to prepare the transition, they need the money and the planning before they come in. This is Trump graciously allowing funds to be allocated, pending the decisions, and it's not admitting defeat at all, is it?
No, I'm not surprised, really, as well. Dominion are denying that there's anything wrong with their machines or that, they're completely secure. I really thought they were just going to come out and be like, no, yeah, they're really vulnerable. But I guess, obviously, there we go. But yeah, I think the reason that what sparked this on is that obviously the results in Michigan have been certified now. That's gone ahead. And so kind of the process that was kind of plan B, stop the certification of the votes. And now that that's not happened, so that was plan A. Plan B is now to obviously go to court and kind of revoke the certification and prove that the situation was fraudulent and that there was fraud going on and so a lot of the ballots were fraud. If that's the case, obviously, it changes everything. But obviously that will take longer. So they need to kind of prepare for the possibility that, Biden does become president. I mean, it's not going to be able to do it soon now. It's going to be a long, drawn-out process. But this is what's come from Lynn Wood, one of Trump's senior attorneys. He tweeted, he said, "Would someone ask my never-to-be friend Brad Raffensperger if he has seen this tape of election fraud at State Farm Arena in Fulton? Several people have seen it. Many more will see it soon. Video camera eye does not lie. How do you spell election fraud?" And he screenshotted this, which is a subpoena to George Raffensperger, the Secretary of State in Georgia, asking for all video evidence or video and documents relating to the water leak, the supposed water leak that happened. They stopped counting ballots. I think it's something like 5 a.m., 4 a.m. They didn't start counting ballots again until 11 a.m., so like a 5-6 hour gap, because they said that there was this burst water pipe. Actually, they've investigated this. There was no pipe burst. There may have been like a small leak or something, nothing that could have troubled them. There's no evidence of any work being done. There's no evidence that there were any repairs being done. And it seems as well there's apparently a videotape showing that none of it happened either. So I mean, this is quite insane, because why did they lie about it then and stop counting the ballots? What reason and possible rationale was there for that, unless they were doing something dodgy?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and that is perhaps the reason at all. As you say, they're doing something dodgy, and it makes very clear sense to me, and it makes very clear sense to a lot of the Republicans, a lot of the Trump supporters, especially those who who comment on our channel. That, of course, this seems to be something quite dodgy and something used to influence the votes. I mean, when you're looking at election night and you're seeing those votes for Biden jump up by 100,000 votes, by jumping up for 20,000 votes, and looking at the situation on the ground, and a voting center has completely stopped the votes for hours on end because of a water leak. I mean, come on, man! Like, something must be going on, and that has to be investigated, and it has to be put before the court. The stakes are too high.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. So I think as well, listen, we've kind of experimenting with doing just a few short videos to try and make the information come out a little bit more of a stream, so that things move quicker and we can fit more in. So let us know what you thought. The last couple of videos we've been doing that. Let us know if you prefer this kind of content, or if you'd rather we had kind of longer videos where we kind of talked and offered a bit more of an opinion analysis on it, which we obviously do in the live streams now that we've started. But yeah, let us know as well what you think there. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.